Hey everyone, it's me, Sabrina. My channel is The Hopeful Minimalist. I have a pretty fun video for you today. It's going to be a comparison of two handbags, and I actually have a series of handbag comparisons planned, so please stay tuned for the other two. There are at least two of them that I know I'll be doing for sure, so this will be the first in that series. Please stay tuned. I'm going to send you over to another view because when doing a comparison, it's really tricky. It's sometimes easier to explain the differences between two things when they are side by side versus talking about one and then talking about the other. So I really did the best that I could with this comparison, and I hope that you will leave your thoughts on it below. All right, let's take a look at these two bags. These are both small Saint Laurent LOULOUs. The left-hand side is the bag in natural tan, and it is the newly released, updated LOULOU. The handbag on the right-hand side is the original small LOULOU in the color Crema Soft. I wanted to start by showing you the two dust bags. The newer one is a light beige color with a different font. So Saint Laurent is spelled out in not cursive, but it's like italicized almost. On the original black dust bag, you can see that's the original version. And we're looking at the side profile now, and I really miss the chevron quilting on the side of the bag. You may have to rewind to go back and see that, but that was a beautiful detail that they removed on the new version, and I kind of dislike that. But moving on, now we're taking a look underneath the flap where it still looks pretty similar. The grommets are in the same design. The chains are still going through each of the grommets, but there are two D-rings on the original small LOULOU on the right-hand side, and the chains go through those D-rings. So that is supporting this bag a little bit more than the new version. There are two main compartments in the old version and a zip pocket in the middle. And then in the new version, there's one wide open compartment, but there are still two slip pockets. So there's one in the back, which holds the envelope pouch, and then there's one in the front, which holds the mirror. There's still a magnetic closing mechanism on both bags. I don't think anything has been updated in regards to the way you close and open the bag. Taking a look at the bag on the right-hand side, we're just looking at the envelope pouch that came with it, as well as the mirror, and then there's some literature. There are 3 different booklets, each in a different language. That's why the packet is so thick. And then looking at the bag on the left-hand side, you can see the black envelope, which has the serial number card and some additional literature or care cards within that envelope. Let's see what fits in each of these bags. So currently I'm using my leather key pouch from Dress Up Your Purse. I took all of my cards out of that and put it into the envelope pouch that came with the newly designed LOULOU. So that's what you just saw me do, and I'm going to put that pouch in the back of the bag. But you can see how wide open that main compartment is. It's really nice having a wide open compartment like this. Just going to slide the mirror into its slip pocket there in the front. And in goes my envelope pouch into the main compartment there. Fits very nicely. Next is my iPhone 16 Pro, followed by a lipstick and AirPods. In goes a key fob, and that's how we're looking on space. We've still got plenty of open space left, and now the moment of truth. Will the iPad mini fit into the new Saint Laurent LOULOU size small? From previous experience, I do know that this could fit into the original small LOULOU, but I'm not so sure about this new version, but let's see. You can see it's taller than the main compartment of the bag, and so I wouldn't want to press too hard with the flap. Right now what I'm doing is just turning it over so that the smooth side of the case is facing up before I attempt to close the bag. So close, but no cigar when it comes to the iPad mini and the new small LOULOU. I am going to try it with the case removed. So let's see how that works. Got to rearrange a few things, but I think it's in there. Am I going to remember to put my phone back in? I don't know if I remember to put my phone back, but you can see that the iPad mini does fit into the small LOULOU without the thin case on it. And I would guess that my phone will still fit as well because it's pretty thin as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my phone would fit without any problem. There's that envelope pouch again. So I'm about to unload the bag and start loading up the old version. I just wanted to show you quickly what I had in the envelope pouch, which was pretty much lip products and some cuticle oil, things like that. So I put my cards back into the leather key pouch because I wanted this comparison to be strictly old LOULOU versus new LOULOU. So I'm not going to try to use the envelope pouch in the old version or anything like that. Just a strict comparison between these two bags, the way that they came originally. So the iPad went effortlessly into the back compartment, and my leather key pouch with my cards went into the middle compartment, and I could zip that up for extra security. So that's a nice feature, even though it's a little tight in my opinion. And the envelope pouch went into the front compartment along with my cell phone and AirPods. And I've still got some space in that back compartment. Closes very easily, doesn't have to be forced. I just want to add that both bags were pretty heavy with the iPad mini inside. Now just for kicks, I'm going to attempt the iPad mini with the thin case on it into the original small LOULOU, and you can see it went in just fine. All right, my favorite part, mod shots. I love mod shots because this is what gives me a feel for a bag. I love to see how it fits on other people so that I can have a better idea of how it may fit on me. So I'm just showing you some crossbody looks and some shoulder carry looks so that you can see how they differ. They're both very comfortable, under the arm even. No complaints there. Here I'm just showing you the difference in the leather breaks. So we talked about how they were shorter in the newer version, but here I'm just showing you a measurement. I think it's about 4.5 inches across on the new version. Maybe closer to 5. I can't really see on this small screen that I'm looking at, but it's roughly 4.5, 5 inches across. And then on the old version, I believe it was right at 5, or just a little bit over 5 inches. Another one of those details from the original is the embossing on the leather brakes. It has Saint Laurent Paris on both leather brakes, and they totally removed that from the newer version. The newer version is a bit more pillowy, and I'm not sure if that's why they removed the embossing, but they did take it away, and there are some seams now on the underside of the leather brakes, whereas those seams were not there on the original version. Another small detail has to do with the grommets. The grommets on the original version do not have Saint Laurent engraved on the underside, but the new version has Saint Laurent engraved on the top and on the underside of the 4 grommets. So on the OG, it's just on the top. And now we're looking at the width of the chain. So I didn't even realize this before, but the new version has a thicker or wider chain. I do think it's interesting that they made this change with the chain. Close-up of the leather, so just a peek at the grain. This is lambskin, and that's what the new bag is constructed of, while the old version is constructed of calfskin. The calfskin is definitely smoother. It feels like the lambskin is porous to me, and that's probably the wrong word, but that's just how it feels, like more spongy. And that's not to be a negative. That's just the best way I can describe it. And then there's a really big distance between the flap on the old version versus the new. So you'll have to rewind back a little bit to look at that. And then here, I'm just showing you the detailed chevron again, which is no longer on the new version. You can also see the piping that they added to the new version as well. I'm going to finish off this video with some weights. I will put on the screen what each weight means. Please leave any questions in the comments. Woo, that was a lot of work. You've got to let me know your thoughts. Do you have a preference on which LOULOU you would like to have, or do you have either of them or both of them? What are your opinions on the 2 bags? Let me know below, and I hope to see you all in the next video.